Kinivo, or Kinivo, I don't know how you're going to say that, but K-I-N-I-V-O, and this is a 5, when you, which ports are actually plugged in and active. Of course. Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different, but something that we all wind up having to have a need for anymore. You know, you go out, you buy a new TV, you wind up getting maybe 2 HDMI ports if you're lucky, sometimes 3, rarely 4. So we're all searching for a solution to hook up all our component devices through HDMI, and you know, somehow you get a Roku, you get a Chromecast, you got an Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Xbox, PlayStation, you name it. Everything wants to go into an HDMI port, and you never have enough. So I've done some research, and I'm going to bring up what I think is the best solution out there for the price, and this is the Kinivo, or Kinivo, I don't know how you're going to say that, but K-I-N-I-V-O, and this is a 5-port HDMI switch, and this has got a lot of cool features to go along with it. So I've already unboxed it, and you can see what you get in the box right here. You get a power box here, a remote, which you really are not going to need, and I'll go over that, a little user manual, and then the actual switch itself. And so let's take a look at the front of the switch. As you can see, it's going to have like input 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They're going to light up when they're active. I've got a little switch here. Let's look on the side. This is the output. So you're going to take your HDMI cable from here to your TV. One of your HDMI ports is actually going to be used by this switch. Then on this side, you have 4 devices you can hook up right here. 4 separate HDMI devices that go into this. So if I had an Amazon Fire TV, boom, I'm going to put it in here. Maybe an Xbox in here, so on and so on. And you're looking for the 5th, there it is on the side, along with the power. And then that's pretty much it. So you've got something on every side of this thing. Let's look at the top. As you can see, HDMI, full HD 1080. That's an important thing. Some of these switches that you're going to look for won't support 1080. So be sure that if you're going to not get this solution, make sure that the solution you're looking for does 1080p. And this is the 501BN model number. So very cool. So let's go ahead and put this down. I'm going to take a look at the box because I'm going to go over a couple key features that you're also want to look for when you're looking for one of these, especially if your TV supports 3D. Okay, this one supports 3D pass-through. That is very important. If you had a 3D TV and you got one of these switches and you hook something into it like a Blu-ray player and it doesn't support 3D, you're not going to pass that 3D signal through to your television. So very important. This also supports 3D, HDMI, HDCP, and then like I said, 1080p back here on the HD part. So very cool thing. Now what I want to go over on this also is this has intelligence. So you know, a lot of times you buy these and you got to switch. Okay, I want to go from this one to this one, so I'm going to hit it on my remote so I can do it. This automatically determines the signal and automatically switches it. So if I have something going down input 1, say a Blu-ray player, and I turn the Blu-ray player off and I want to start the Xbox, then the signal starts through this one. It's automatically going to switch to wherever the signal feed it sees is coming through. So you don't have to worry about doing this whole remote control thing. It does it for you. Very nice feature. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to hook this up and we're going to do a quick little demonstration. I also want to point out too, I bought these. I'm going to have a link in the show notes for the switch and also for these cables. But if you're looking for an inexpensive quality cable for HDMI, Amazon Basics right here, high speed HDMI cables, so like $5 or $6. Can't go wrong with them. I got several. I needed several for this setup, so look for the link in the show notes. I'll have it for that. And anyway guys, I'm going to pause the video and we're going to come back with this hooked up and do a quick little demonstration, and then we'll go from there. Be right back. Alright guys, we've hooked up the Kinivo HDMI switch to the TV, and I just want to do a little quick demo. So this has an intelligent sensor, so basically it's going to detect when the signal is coming in and which port on the HDMI switch it's coming in on. Now if you don't have devices that are always on, this is going to work really well. If you have devices that are always on, it's not going to work as well. You're going to have to do some switching. For instance, this is a Chromecast, so the Chromecast is always on. So when I switch my HDMI source to HDMI 2, Chromecast by default comes up on my TV because it is the source that's on. Now if I was to turn on my Xbox 360 or anything else on this switch that's using this HDMI 2, I'm going to have to switch between them because you can have multiple things going in with signal, but you're going to have to switch. And they provide you with the remote, as you saw in our unboxing. So all I would have to do is click like one, and see that switches, and whatever would be on this source would come up. We'll say that's the Xbox 360, and then switch back. You can go back and forth, and if I can find the port it was on, must have been 1, 2. Let's see if we can find the Chromecast back. There we go. That's probably it. There. So if you have songs that are always on, it's not going to work as great as it's intended. But if you don't, like if I didn't have the Chromecast on this HDMI port and I just plugged it into the back of the TV, whatever I had on, if I turned off the Xbox and turned on the PlayStation, I don't have to do anything. It's going to auto-detect it and switch it on me automatically, which is just awesome. So this really solves a lot of problems that people have when they don't have enough HDMI ports on the back of their TV. This gives you 5 extra ports. Well, technically 4 because you are plugging into one existing port on the back of the TV. So let's do a quick zoom in on this when it's in action and plugged in, so you can see what this Kinivo looks like all hooked up. Really sweet. The blue lights are showing you which ports are actually plugged in and active. Of course, red's basically not active or not plugged in at all. I think I have almost all these ports loaded up. I think I have one more to go, and I'm going to be filling that here pretty quick. So anyway guys, just a quick look at the Kinivo. Really good solution for HDMI switching. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and a subscription to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching guys. Have a good one.